Hey everyone, this is Dan Bell, and welcome to Checkout Time for episode number 7 of Another Dirty Room. I am joined always by my co-producers, Will Krapinski.
Hello.
And Rick Serra.
Good evening.
And you can follow Will at Zombie Trill on Twitter and Rick on Facebook at The Rick Serra.
Very original.
Yeah. So let's get into this...
Episode 7.
Episode number 7. So this was our Valentine's Day extravaganza. And memories. Rick, you can start, I guess.
Memories. Well, just the most memorable thing is this lovely tub.
The tub.
And
our scene.
Our scene together, enjoying the soapy water. Very nice.
When you were coach.
Teach.
Teach.
Coach, a.k.a. Teach.
Yes. I did teach, but I was supposed to be the coach. But
I think...
So lovely.
I think that... I'm going to put this mic up a little bit.
Okay.
I think that when we were... Oh God, I just can't get these levels to do right.
You're too loud.
We go. It's like you guys are too loud and I'm not loud enough. So my idea was for Valentine's Day, I said, well, we got to do one of the rooms with the heart-shaped tubs. There's actually 2 of these places in Baltimore.
And we've been to both.
And episode 10. Well, let's not go ahead because we're recording these in sequential order.
So, and some episode in this series, we have been to a place that actually had one of these type of rooms.
Yes. And this room was, there must be, is there some kind of fetish where people enjoy getting it on in dirty rooms?
I think there may be.
Like, it seems to me...
for the degenerate people out there.
Yeah, any normal person or a couple that would come here would be like, I'm not doing any... I'm getting out of here. And this room... I'm actually going to include some stills, because we never showed anyone the... tape, the tape lint roller.
Oh my God!
Thing that we had, but we found body lice in this room on this bed,
on the bedspread.
So and they weren't alive; they were dead,
thankfully.
Yeah.
But that's that flask,
the wonderful flask.
That's the show artist Lillian Endo. She sent that to us.
That was so great.
That flask got both Rick and I pretty drunk.
Yes, it did. And I mean,
oh my God,
top notch hooch in there.
Yeah,
Knob Creek.
Good old knob.
You guys were so lit.
It's funny, like, you were in the bathroom with Rick doing the stuff, and I'm just sitting there drinking the flask, and I'm like, I don't got anything to fucking do right now.
Because I don't drink while I'm working, but I allow you two to drink while you're working.
Well,
it makes the show a little better.
So we could actually be kind of funny.
Well, no, the show is. I mean, the show is funnier especially when Rick is out of control.
It's great. We're not endorsing AA or NA, unfortunately. We're not very good for either of those rooms. My
what
behavior.
Are you talking about?
I'm like a drunken stoner or something, the way I kind of come off with this. It's all an act, of course, except when we're actively consuming alcohol. It's kind of hard to deny that.
Rick doesn't consume anything. He acts.
Yeah, it's an act.
It's all... Rick's a great actor.
I'm like that guy, Foster Brooks, who could do the great impression of a drunk guy. Or remember when they had the roasts in the 70s? Roast of this person, that person. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he would come, Foster Brooks. He was this Caucasian guy with a big white beard. And he it was funny.
We're going back to
I'm not like him.
Dean Martin celebrity roast.
Exactly, something like that.
40, 50 years ago, was it?
Yeah.
Well, that's when I was born. 57 lovely years ago. So look at the mold
Nice segue.
Nice segue. Let's recover from that and let's actually look at the video.
I'm 57. Look at the mold.
Look at the.
Let me show you. I'll hold my arm up. There it is. It's been growing there for 40 years. Because of my size, I can't really clean very well under there.
Did we talk about how you guys kind of got... Well, Rick, as soon as we went in the room, you felt like you were sick, right? Because of the mold?
Smell in this place.
It was
instantaneous.
horrible.
And it wore on you over time.
Now, I use Flonase for my allergies, and I use it every day. And when I went to this room within an hour, I was like, I felt horrible. I just felt tired, and like my nasal passages felt raw, and I had a headache. I had a horrible headache being in this room. It's just because of all the mold.
Mm-hmm. And blood.
This bathroom was shocking.
I mean,
the amount of blood that was in this bathroom.
We just showed a blood test. Was that from this room? The positive wedges?
Yeah. Because we tested.
We did a swab test first.
Yeah, we tested on the wall next to the toilet, to that stain that was on the wall that we're getting so good at this. Like, we can actually see a stain and be like, that is blood.
Yeah, we know now.
And know that it's not something else. And then come in there with some luminol, make up a batch.
Yeah.
Hit it, and wow.
And then we checked to make sure that wasn't bleach.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, there's some cleaning.
Right. So we went and did a verification here, right?
There's some cleaning supplies that will actually
have an effect
on the luminol.
Positive, right.
Right. So what I wanted to do was, because there was so much, I mean, it was just shocking. I wanted to test one of the glowing areas, and we did, and it was blood.
And we took a heme stick to it.
Because I don't think these heme stick tests would actually...
I don't think they pick up anything else.
I don't think they come up positive.
But we've used other substances, and you can see how it doesn't react when it's nothing specific. It has to be blood.
Right.
Blood. How many rooms have we found blood in? All of them? Or only a few?
Well, the first couple times we didn't have
luminol when we first started the show.
But since then, we found at least a little bit of blood in every room.
I'm trying to think. Oh, the worst was that handprint at the
on the door?
Wall.
Yeah.
Right at the doorway, rather.
The handprint at the Royal. That was unbelievable. We were just talking to someone downstairs that we were talking to them on the street, and they asked us, they were like, what's the worst room that you guys, which one sticks out in your mind is the worst? And it's actually, at this point, we've shot 11 episodes at this point, and it's hard to really pick a moment like that is like the worst. I'm trying to think like
I can think of a few moments. I can't pinpoint one, but I can think of a lot.
Of course, Wee, my dog. She got in a
Rick
hold
to
of
the rescue.
Yeah, she started playing with that. No, just go grab the toy from her.
Yeah, go take away her fun.
Her fun. All she did, she's dragged out like I would say 20 socks out of the laundry basket.
She's locked in the bedroom. That's better.
Yeah.
Oh,
Rick just locked the dog in the bedroom.
She'll be fine.
They're laying on her back.
Yeah. That's what she does. So bad. And we want to thank the viewer who purchased those
the gloves.
We had an Amazon wish list, and everybody keeps asking about it, but we don't need anything else. We've got all the stuff we need. But
they've helped out many times.
Gloves, the gloves have been great because they're needle resistant gloves.
Whenever we're worried about touching something, we just
we reach under something or whatever, we always wear the gloves.
Those are there.
Although Rick made me cringe. We'll get to that when we get to that episode.
I'm a professional. I know how to handle these dangerous items. Don't do this at home.
Yeah, while you're drunk and stumbling around.
Well,
Rick's had 3 beers. Let me touch this.
I can even do this when I'm impaired.
Rick's like, let me juggle the needles.
Look, my hand is so steady. I'm like a surgeon.
Look, guys, when heroin users, I'll show you how they do it. Hold on.
Has anybody got a belt on them?
We'll take your
Slap
belt off.
arm a little bit.
Guys, you really got to try this.
All right.
I don't think I can shoot the rest of the
So this room had a lot of, obviously, and I did not put that scene in, and I'll put it in the bonus footage, but down at the door frame, there was a big puddle of blood. And I didn't include it in this because this thing was getting too long, and I'm trying to keep the episodes around 30 minutes. I think this one...
It's 30 something?
I think it goes over 30 minutes.
I totally forgot about that. Like, I don't even, until you said it, I didn't remember about the blood.
Yeah, it was, remember, it was, this shoot, by the way,
took forever.
So long.
7 hours, 8 hours.
It was 8 hours.
God. And it was horrible being in this room, and we were just dying. It just ridiculous amounts of time to get. I mean, people think it looks simple. It's a lot of work doing these shows. Because when we find a spot like that, I mean, it's obvious. Ugh, I don't even want to
we
think
know
about
what that is.
Yeah, if you use your imagination. But when we find spots and stuff, we usually start working on the spot, like, what is it, yada, yada, yada. And sometimes if we pull out chemical equipment or whatever, or testing equipment, it takes us... You know,
you have to stop, get that prepared.
Get it prepared.
The Luminol takes what, like 15, 20 minutes to get that ready?
Yeah.
Because for the tablets to all dissolve and all,
Yeah. But it's nice that we have the training version of Luminol, which has been much better than the professional version. Because I didn't know, and I bought like the professional version, which is like really expensive. It's like 8 tablets, and it's like $120 or something. It's crazy.
And you use 2 tablets for 4 ounces.
Yeah.
4 ounces is nothing. It's gone in a couple of squirts.
But the training version literally is a fraction of the cost. The only difference is the training version destroys DNA. And the professional version doesn't.
Right.
And the professional version stinks so bad. I mean, it's like
very
nauseating,
very pungent.
But the training version is non-toxic. It doesn't have an odor.
And the best of all, it glows brighter.
And it glows brighter and longer. So it's easy. Because to get the shots of the luminol tests, where basically I have to set the camera up. Well, we set up on a tripod. We shoot the location in light. And then we go dark. And then we shoot... You know, I set the camera up so it picks up in darkness, and
well, this is after we've sprayed around and actually pinpoint the locations.
Yeah, and I shoot it, and then I lay the light scene over the dark scene, so you can get an idea of where the blood is on the. It works really well, I think. Yeah. Why am I talking about?
You're explaining.
Well, it's very good. I think people would like to hear what is going on. How do you do this? Because we're not filming every moment.
No,
right.
These videos would be so long. They would be like War
Would you
and
guys
Peace,
like an 8-hour long another dirty room?
I mean, it's like a never. I mean, this room we took breaks because it was just.
This is the only room we've taken a break. We actually took a break and like ate food.
Ate a little food.
We haven't really done that much.
Well, we were exhausted and hungry, and
then we actually took another kind of an interlude to shoot the material.
Oh yeah, to shoot the porn movie at the end.
Oh yeah. Which almost made us forget to do the rating. We almost did not film the rating for this.
We it's not like we have production assistants with us.
Keeping us on script, following the flow.
This one's hideous too.
Oh my
god, this one.
I mean, it's just horrible. These places, and it almost, it's so funny how many people contact us, and with their hotel motel horror stories. But some people send me pictures, and they're like, oh, "What is this stain on the wall?" And I'm like, "Is your bed clean? What difference does it make?" Like, I'll take you somewhere where it's awful.
Yeah. My favorite thing is people tweeting us and stuff saying, like, I just checked my hotel room because of you guys. Like, I love hearing that. It's like, I'm glad
everybody should. I mean, listen, whenever you stay in public accommodations, you are risking bringing home bed bugs.
A lot more than bed bugs.
Well,
a lot of shit.
Well,
yeah, I mean, I've heard of people getting ringworm.
Yeah.
I've heard of people getting rashes. Lice. So it's and unfortunately, I mean, they're really, but that's not true. I'm kind of thinking in circles, but I'm just saying, like, Will and I, for example, we've stayed at some motels that were very nice and comfortable and clean. And it just really depends on...
And they didn't cost as much as this room either.
No, that's the thing. This room was, what, 80?
This was 75? I thought it was... Oh, no, 85. Yeah, it was 85.
$85.
Yeah, we've stayed at, what, a $40 place. That was nice.
Oh, yeah. That was in...
North Carolina, I think?
No. It was Myrtle Beach.
Oh, yeah, that wasn't that bad.
Crappy Myrtle Beach. But actually, it was great because we had just been on this long road trip.
Yeah.
And it was so nice just to spend a couple of days relaxing at the beach, at the pool, and going into the ocean. Oh, it was it was perfect.
Nice way to end that trip.
Yeah. So it was great. It was very romantic.
Yes.
Well,
Did you almost reach for my hand? Were you about to go? You were good.
I've stayed in modest places, motels, motor lodges, whatever, and I've never encountered such conditions. And I mean, modest pricing, $40, $50 a night.
I mean, this is
Here
the
and
thing.
there, around,
This
but-
is the thing with, when I research to find, I cannot get the right thing with this mic. When I research to find out where we're going to go, and I never even thought there was this many horrible hotels in Maryland. You know what I mean? It's like how many, and there's still more to do.
It's a
But
bunch.
you found the registry of horrible motels.
Well, yeah. I mean, you go on TripAdvisor, you go on Yelp, you read people's reviews. I mean, it's not hard to do.
Oh God, this was gross.
That dead roach, or the roach was still alive. Actually,
I had the roach in these forceps. This is actually an arterial clamp, and the sucker stayed alive.
I can't
And that
believe
was
it.
this giant oriental cockroach, the water bug, as you might have heard it called, because they do actually live in the wild and like under wet leaves. And
they
such.
thrive in moisture, which this room
So
had
this room
plenty
had
of.
plenty of that, right?
This room was.
Oh, it is.
So, yeah, that.
I love that one. Q-tip
It's the coochie
in the wall.
the coochie juice.
Coochie juice.
Q-tip.
Coochie juice.
Which, if somebody doesn't make that their band name soon.
I mean,
Rick's like coochie juice.
Coochie Juice Q-tip.
But those roaches thrive in moisture. When I lived in Florida for a little bit, a hot second, I had water bugs. They would just get, it didn't matter if you lived in a nice place or whatever. They just came in. They were outside flying around.
well, down in
They were
Florida,
flying?
Yeah, they had these.
Yeah, they fly.
Yeah, they
I've never
fly.
seen a flying water bug. Holy shit.
They're the same family of insects as grasshoppers, cicadas, the praying mantis, roaches. They're all the same family of insects. They all can fly at least short distances.
This was great when we found the
Bird nest in the ceiling.
the birds.
Come
nest.
on.
You know what? I feel like this is the biggest surprise we've ever had.
Yeah, because this is
I was
at least
pretty
something-
surprised.
Yeah.
it's like have a little bit of a pest problem, but not something you
Birds.
typically bump into. At least me and what I've done in my career. But I know that birds can be troublesome in getting in and around buildings, maybe your homes in the soffits, at any corner, and then it's a mess to clean up. Sorry about that, Dan. I kicked the stand, but
Son of a bitch.
I know.
Destroying
And
property.
I did do a indoor air pollution study one time of a commercial building, an office building for a very big company, and it was a location here in town. And they had no idea what was going on. I found lots of birds nesting in the space where all the air comes into the building through this big giant intake grill. And they'd gotten in there and they had put their nest together. So everything that you were inhaling was after it went through bird nesting material and parasites, etc. No wonder people were getting sick.
Yeah.
Oh, so people were actually getting ill.
Yes, they were. And there was a problem with where the copy machine was. They put it right in a room that's intended to act as like an air mixing chamber for the circulation of the air for the
not good.
HVAC system. Yeah, so I'm so good I even did indoor air quality in the 80s. Put that in your pocket, environmental inspectors. And smoke it.
In your pocket and smoke it.
I meant your pipe, but whatever.
Put it in your pocket and smoke it later.
Well, while you have a pipe, don't light your pants, okay? Or you'll be running.
was a definite surprise to find a bird's nest up there. I've never seen...
Never.
What is going on?
Hey, look, it was a little foreshadowing for our recent episode.
Oh,
Some
yeah.
feathers.
Let's wait and talk about that when we get there. We have a lot of work to do getting through all of the 2 hours of shows to go
Because
through.
we've been lazy dicks.
Yeah. We've just been busy. We're just so busy all the time. We're constantly doing stuff and filming and running around. And
Getting us all together.
Look, Bush.
I'm at home eating and drinking and
Yeah.
watching television.
Remember Rick?
Strumming my guitar a little
Rick
bit.
sent us a text message, and it was like, "What episode did I?"
Sorry.
Gesundheit. What episode
Look
did I
at
say
him looking at your
Bush in?
ass crack. Oh, yeah, he was like, when do I say Bush?
Yeah.
What episode was it?
Yeah.
It was this one.
It was this one.
Yeah, it was this one when you were like,
Episode 7.
Bush.
And I just saw, and I sent you the picture in your text message of that where you could still buy Bush beer. I didn't even know they still
it's
sold
I
it.
thought it's everywhere.
Of course you can still buy Bush beer.
I hadn't seen it for so long.
Bush.
It's a very sweet lager. It's got a nice smooth finish. So
Bush.
Maybe we should get some for the show.
get some for the
one
show.
day, yeah.
I would like that.
I don't think I've ever had it actually. So
For an American produced high volume, kind of beer, it's not bad.
I don't think I've ever had Bush beer.
Who out there has
like-
ever tried and likes Bush beer?
I like Budweiser, but I don't drink anymore, so
It's very bitey. It's
I don't know how
it's
anybody drinks
it's my
Budweiser.
favorite. I love it.
Budweiser, it's a lager, and it's just, to me, it's got some kind of a problem with the way it finishes, and it always has.
It tastes like water with something gross shit in it.
Oh, this was horrible.
It's like the yeast, and they didn't bother to ferment it first.
Yeah, yeah.
This
Half-done
was
beer. Here you go.
horrible.
Oh, the wretched drain. How can I forget?
You know, a couple people said, well, that's in everybody's drain.
No, it's not.
And I'm like,
Oh yeah, not this bad.
not
No.
this bad. I'm like, we picked it out of the drain with a
Pair of
With
forceps.
pair of
Yes.
pliers, or not pliers, tweezers.
Tweezers.
I'm like, that's unacceptable. Like,
I mean,
It's been a while since I've seen that. So it's still so gross.
I
I can't
admit
even-
that I have seen hair, etc., in my drain.
Oh, my God.
But I pull it out.
yeah, right.
I don't allow it to accumulate 100 grams. Okay.
That is, I can't even describe the smell of that pile of puke. It smelled so bad, and when I saw the toenail in it,
I know,
And it was painted.
a painted toenail. So, like, some gross person was in there with their toenail just came off.
They
while
probably
they're-
were fine. They didn't have to be gross. This could be you or me using this tub, having a little.
Rick's
tryst.
sticking up for people.
Yeah, I don't know if my toenail would just fall off in the tub. It was an entire toenail. It wasn't like they clipped it. It actually
Yeah.
just fell off while they were
Well, I think
in
it's
the hot
fake.
tub.
Isn't it fake?
Why
fake
would you
nail?
have a fake toenail?
I don't know. Is that a thing?
It looks curled. It looks like somebody who didn't take care of
Like
their...
press-on nails for your,
For your toes?
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh!
Maybe
I
people
think it
do
looks like
that.
somebody did not like.
Any women who go to get their nails done are just laughing at us for saying press-on nails right now.
Look at that.
Nobody
though.
does that kind of stuff.
Ugh.
They go to the salon. They get either
It's
the
so
gel
so
or
gross.
the regular.
The gel. Rick, you know a lot about nails.
Not really, but I do like a nice pedicure once
Yeah.
in a while.
Yeah.
Just because you're a man, you can enjoy that. You don't have to think it's anything bad. You get a good little massage of your calf muscle, which you probably need, all of us, because probably don't get that done much. Help to remove the lactic acid accumulating in your muscle.
Let's all go get pedicures. You,
Yeah.
You've sold me, Rick.
Sounds
Yeah.
good to me.
Yep.
I want to go get somebody massage
plus,
my
I ca-
calf.
You know, look at this. I can't bend over and do my toenails anymore. It just doesn't happen.
Really?
No, I used to be able to actually pick my foot up and then bite at least the big toenail off. When I was like a teenager, I remember doing that.
Oh,
Rick.
You
I
would
did it for
bite your
fun.
toenails off. That's
Yes,
disgusting.
the big ones especially, because I let them grow big. When you're a teenager, you do goofy things.
Yeah, like bite your toenails.
Yeah, I only did it last week.
Rick's still a teenager at heart.
At heart, that's what I meant.
Rick loves that Knob Creek.
Oh my!
It's quite tasty.
Using those sample cups was so funny.
That was funny.
Man, he was. You can tell right there, and he had Cheetos running down his face.
Yeah, the Cheeto dust.
On his face, he was a mess.
We buy nutritional
This was
food.
probably. Oh wait, no. This was. I was going to say this was the worst, but it's not. The one where you're the worst is when we went to the Best Budget Inn. You were like a wreck when we were there.
You pretty bombed.
Well, and then he didn't, let me film the entry to the. Would it be better? You cut that off.
I'm so sorry.
And you just left me with this, like a guy who just kept drinking and pounding beers and just looking through disgusting beds. What the hell?
It's the same if we did the opening or not.
Well, at least it made it seem like why I had an excuse to do it. But you took the excuse away and threw it in the cutting room floor, and I just look like I'm a drunk, just going uncontrollably at the beers. Come on, Rick, let's get this done. You can't even flip the mattress off for a second. Put that damn beer down, you damn drunk. It's still echoing my head today.
So the furniture in this room, because of all the moisture, was just kind of like falling apart.
Yeah, that one especially. I mean, that was great.
The furniture in this room was ridiculous.
I mean, the purple everywhere. It was so bad.
This is like this is not a romantic room. I don't understand.
Oh, this is the refrigerator stuck in the cabinet. Right.
What do you mean by that?
Dan got aroused when we walked in.
Yeah, this is wonderful.
You guys, I don't even want to shoot anymore. Let's just all get naked.
Notice the safety glove on Will. Will is
Will's reaching
unknown.
under.
We saw
see what's
cap.
inside of there.
Saw a cap put on the glove.
Saw a needle.
But we didn't find any needles in this.
No.
No.
It is shocking how many places we have found needles.
Yeah.
I mean, that is just ridiculous.
I mean,
and do people ever? I mean, why would you, like when we were at the El Rich? Someone put that needle wrapped up in a tissue and put it under the sink. Why wouldn't you throw it in the trash can?
In the trash can.
I don't know. I mean, would they think that they were coming back to use it again, and then somehow they got sidetracked and never got back to that room?
That's what I wonder about a lot of these rooms.
No.
Is anybody ever coming back?
No.
For the stuff that we find.
I mean,
no.
You know that
something like the El Rich, I can see somebody just barely surviving and paying, what is it, $40 a night?
Yeah. No, it was, what was it, 40 for 2 hours?
It was $30 for 2 hours.
Yeah.
But it was like so much more for the whole night. I think you could pay 40 or 50.
I think it was 50 for the night.
All right, 50 for the night.
Yeah. I think, I'm not sure, but they didn't have any overnight rooms available.
You get a couple of people to pitch in $10. They can lay on the floor. They're out of the cold or out of the rain, and you got a room for the night and repeat.
True.
And then all these people are lying in close proximity. This is exactly how you spread body lice, or you have bed bugs being brought in and bags of crap.
The thing that bothers me the most about sort of the egregious violations of decency that you see from these motel owners, I don't, if I had a motel that was like I gotta move my phone away from the recorder.
Is it making?
It's making noise. If I owned a motel, I mean, I would keep it clean and comfortable, and I just don't understand. It's like so easy. It's so easy to, like, the stuff that we find too, like the mold on the ceiling. How could you not see that? All you need to do is get a bucket of hot bleach water, not even that much bleach, and a rag, and go up and start. You could even use his Bounty paper towels and go up and just start wiping the mold off and cleaning it up and sterilizing the room. I don't understand why, how hard is it to wipe down a wall in a room?
It's not.
I mean, they're letting it go a little too far, Dan, so I would do a little more precaution than that. But if you just did that routinely when there was only a little buildup, I think that you're right on to something.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't understand how you could have like this.
But me give you a perspective that's different. Maybe.
And when people say, a lot of some people are critical and say that we only go to the worst places, but I'm like, but that's the point of the show.
Yeah.
Like, we want to see these horrible places, but also when people like say, oh, well, these places are just for drug addicts and just for homeless people and just for this and just for that, they rented me a room
Yeah, they'll rent anyone.
They'll rent anyone a room.
If you have kids,
anyone
they
that shows
don't care.
up, anyone that shows up with money. If you have kids, if you look like you're like on vacation or whatever, they're not going to say, "Oh, I'm sorry, this is only for homeless people and derelicts."
It's only for drug addicts.
That's not just. It's just not the truth. And if you go and read reviews of these rooms, you'll see people who are conned into staying there. So, you know, these places are notorious, especially when they become online savvy, or they'll contact these companies where they'll go and leave these glowing reviews on TripAdvisor, even though TripAdvisor tweeted me back. I tweeted TripAdvisor. I said, these reviews are ridiculous. I'm like, I've been there. It's terrible. They said the reviews are follow our as long as they're following our guidelines. And I'm like, but these people have never stayed there.
Yeah, they're lying.
You know, they put these glowing reviews up, and then people are tricked into staying there. I mean, we've been to so many places that the reviews are just, you can go to any episode in this series and you'll find reviews where you're like, wait a minute. Because you see the episode and you're like, how is this possible that this place is getting a glowing review? And people are like, and it's always people who...
I'll tell you why. Because they leave secretly a bag of M&M peanut butter.
Yeah, always helps.
And if you can find that, you get the prize. And that's what I did. And I think I just really made a lot of people a little nauseous because they thought, oh my God, it's like he's eating dog poop.
Yeah.
But there was nothing wrong with this. It was actually not even expired.
It was
the
sealed.
package
Rick
was intact.
You notice Rick is always explaining himself.
Rick, you eat everything. Like, every time we go into a room, if there's something to eat...
Don't keep talking about
You ate a
everything that's in the future.
You ate a goddamn Vienna sausage with a dirty bird feather.
We haven't.
We'll
It's
get
in
to
the future.
We will
It's
get.
a
Yeah,
future.
it's a future episode. We'll get to it. But anyway,
I'm trying to pull you back from the edge, and you guys go out of time. I just want to raise one point before this.
No.
Before
No points, please.
All
no
right.
points.
All right. Well, let's go with the fun.
We gotta.
we gotta talk about our porno flick.
Let's talk about this. So this, of course, this was my idea.
Of course. You think Rick or I wanted to get in that damn tub?
So this is the thing. Like, the guys are like, I'm like, we're gonna film this tub scene, blah blah blah. And I had mentioned it before, didn't I? Before we shot it?
Yeah, and we both said no.
We both,
we're not doing that.
Or I said, should we bring bathing suits, Dan? If you're serious about this, that's the only way it's going to go for me.
Okay, maybe
he never responded.
I never
that he was going to expect us to do this until we walk into the room.
Yeah.
And within 5 minutes,
guys
we're
don't
already
mind being
told,
naked,
when you guys got to get naked and get in this water.
Now, excuse me, you're making me sound like a real porn
Oh, okay.
director.
He didn't care
First
if we
of
wore
all-
our clothes.
first
It'd
of
be okay
all-
we wore our clothes.
Yeah.
I just said you can just get in your underwear or whatever, and then they're like, I don't want to see you, Rick's pee-pee.
That's what I said. Yeah,
it's like, dude, we're fucking
No,
guys.
it wasn't C. It was like accidentally have stuff
And-
wriggle up against you, and you're sitting in
we're gonna be
soapy
in
water.
wet underwear for the rest of the fucking shoot.
Yes.
Like,
Sounds good to me. No, because we shot this at the very end. That was the whole plan, and Will wiped the tub out with bleach,
Yeah.
or no, with rubbing alcohol. So yeah, it was clean. Anyway, you guys, that was checkout time for episode number 7.
Finally, here you go.
Enjoy.
I know you've waited so long.
Yeah.
Now we're going to catch up in close succession with some other checkout times.
Anyway,
stay tuned.
Enjoy the bonus footage. Thank you very much. Look at all the nut.
Oh my god.
That.
Jesus! What?
Oh, man. It's like a...
Spin it.
It's a Kamarama.
La 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 la.
Look how dirty the top is from sitting on the floor.
Yeah.
It's all greasy. It's fucking disgusting.
Jesus.
People are going to freak out when your hearing aid fell out.
His hearing aid fell out. This is a good thing. Yeah. This benefits all of us. Rick looks like he's putting an earring back on. Look at you have fucking food running down your face.
Oh no.
You're a disaster.
You have
His
Cheetos?
drunk is
Cheetos dust.
His Cheetos are all over his face. That his hearing aids are falling out.
Oh my god. No more beer for you, Rick.
Rick, I think you need another shot from the...
Or just another. Oh! Rick, let's do some shots out of the little solo cups.
Oh, of course.
Well, let's look at. Do you see the lovely things that they provide you with? You get a nice L'Oreal sample that they probably got from somewhere for free. Some bubble bath mixture, and some nice. You got lavender scented, and tropical island scented.
Lovely.
Lavender, they say, is very soothing and relaxing.
You've never experienced lavender?
Fucking creep.
Can we throw that away?
Seriously.
Can we get rid of it?
It made me like totally wretched. Like
I know, you look like you were gonna throw up on the floor.
Ugh. I haven't eaten today, so I would have thrown up.
You would just dry heave. Let's just Rick.
Oh, Rick, my God.
Oh, yes, yes. Oh, yes.
What is wrong with him?
I don't know why he's keeping it. You need to throw it out.
It's part of our collection.
Okay. Alright, so you want the Jets?
Go for it.
Okay.
Jesus.
You know these Jets are filled with like...
I know, I don't know why you want
Every
that.
and the Jets.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
It's not good. It's not high enough.
Turn it off!
It's not high enough.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Oh what the fuck?
Okay, I'm starting like this. I'm already down here. You ready?
I'm gonna try not to laugh.
Okay.
Wait, let me turn the water off.
All right.
Shit.
Should I look like kind of terrified?
Yeah. Or unsure. Unsure would be. Rick, sit up a little
So
bit.
you ready to start?
Sit up. You gotta sit up.
Oh no, the water's overflowing. I'm serious.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's going.
It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay.
Everything sitting right there?
Just.
It's okay.
It seems a bit weird, Teach.
Oh no, this is fine. I mean, after a hard workout, we should have a little bath.
I just needed some help with my homework.
That's okay. Well, I hope I helped you with extra credit. Here, this might be a little strong.
Okay.
Just drink it all at once.
What is that?
It's Knob Creek.
Up Creek.
Yes, it'll help to make you feel more comfortable. It'll make me feel more comfortable too.
Kind of want to call the police right now.
Police are only a few miles down the road if you need them.
What the hell is this? Something worse.
Some of my friends, the police.
Have you been here often, Teach?
I have a frequent flyer card.
Rick, what a stunning performance. I mean, it's like the worst actor.
But this is truly sick, especially for people who are just looking for dirty rooms.
Do you bring all the players here?
Only the special ones who are below 6 foot tall.
Oh, okay.
When they get too tall, I have problems.
This is the worst movie
I
ever.
was gonna do like a take right into the camera. Like
All right, I think we've gotten enough. Jesus
Think you can? No, you're probably. Why don't you just have us sit here and you can make up a dialogue? We'll just mount, and then you can find some porn and you can overdub it or something.